Welcome back, family, to the Reiki Healing Hope community. If you are new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, to comment, because you know I answer all of your comments. I love to hear what's going on, and I only ask that you post things for the highest vibrational good of the community, so we can just keep this a safe space that we all love coming back to. So today we're going to do a energetic balance with one of the new stones that I got, which is black kyanite, and we also have some selenite too, and I might pull from some other stones that I have as well. So let's go ahead and get started by clearing you out. I want you to take a deep breath in, filling up. Exhale, letting go. Again, filling all the way up. Exhale, letting go. I want you to continue to breathe like this as I clear out your chakra systems. Very beautiful. You are giving me such beautiful energy today, you all. Let me speak up a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to get into our prayer in just a moment. And remember, it is not a religious prayer. It's a prayer to connect community, to connect you in your individual healing. But I just wanted to take some time to really clear us on out first. Reciprocity, y'all, so let me do myself. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Thank you, God. Okay. Go ahead and put that down right there. And can I take your hand? Okay. Give me your hand. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for our highest good, please connect us as a community. Connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, our archangels, our ancestors, spirit guides, spirit animals, and all for our highest energetic good. Please allow us to let go of any of the low or vibrational energy or experiences so that it may move on to its next evolutionary path, and we release it to the transformational flame of Saint Germain. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe, 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 Ashe. So let me just do some Reiki symbols. Okay. Beautiful. I just wanted you to feel that a little bit. And so we have our black kyanite. Oh, and for those new to the channel, after you subscribe, let me explain to you what the candle is for. The candle is where you send any energy that comes up that no longer serves you. You need to make room. You could send it to the candle. This is our candle for community. It is Reiki energized, and it moves energy onto its next evolutionary path. So right now I'm showing you black kyanite. What a beautiful, beautiful stone. I got it recently from a healing expo. And you know, on the channel I use blue kyanite. There was also green kyanite too. I wanted it, but I didn't really feel like I needed it. But once I saw this black kyanite, I was like, yup, getting this. So just breathing this in, breathing this stone in. As I described it before in a previous video, it's very slated. Very similar to selenite. This is selenite right here. You see how it's like very rigid, very slated. If I was to drop that, it would shatter. It wouldn't shatter in like 1,000 people in 1,000 pieces, but it would break. So I know that some people do like to get large pieces of selenite and crack them into smaller wands to give to people, because it literally is that fragile. I personally think that that's not the best idea, because it's kind of like a diamond. You know, if you get a diamond or a large stone that is super big, you don't break it into tons of pieces. No, you keep it big. You can buy stones that are already broken up, and it probably would be cheaper that way. But you know what? I don't mind my business. No judgment. I get it. We all like different experiences, and that's okay. So I want you to just breathe into this stone. And so this is all about sweeping away the cobwebs in your life. So we're going to deal with the chakras this is associated with, which is root, solar plexus, crown, and brow. And energetically, I was getting a lot of brow chakra with this. It felt super grounding. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on your brow chakra. And if you want to, you can also just follow this. Just follow this. Follow this, follow this, follow this. Okay. Allow it to get closer and closer to you. And I'm going to do a sweeping movement because this is specifically designed to sweep away the cobwebs of the mind. So it's a wonderful stone for overthinking. I know I'm guilty of that. And it's also really good for being able to see a clear decision. You can be open to life because we were just talking about molding the future. You can be open to life, but also have a clear understanding of what you really want. And this is wonderful for that. I just want you to see what it looks like close up. Okay, that's a good view right there. Super beautiful. And just watch that flex of light. Just going back and forth. And allow it to sweep away any of the thoughts that are taking up too much space. And just allow it to go. Allow it to release. And allow it to let go. No longer impact you. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths, feeling all the way up. Feel it all the way up from your toes, climbing all the way up to your shoulders. And then I want you to let that go. Taking another breath, feeling all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Letting it go. And then a final breath, feeling all the way, all the way, all the way up. Then letting it go. A release. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep this right here. And again, I want to apologize for any noise. I'm sorry. I have a lot of construction going on. And a lot of things. So hopefully it's not too disturbing. I try to plan things out when it is the quietest time, but it's a struggle from time to time. So I want you to continue to breathe there, and I'm actually going to pull in a yellow calcite. That's actually the energy I'm getting right now. It's like pull from here, and that's good because this is a representation of the third chakra. Sorry, not the third chakra, of the solar plexus. Yes, which is the third chakra. I don't know why I just did that. So just giving you that energy. I am feeling that this is what's literally coming up for community, working with the solar plexus today. And this is my first time working with black kyanite, so I think it's really good at revealing what maybe needs to be addressed in the moment. Again, it's good for the root chakra, good for the solar plexus, good for the third eye, and good for the crown. So one of those things is probably going to come up. I'm going to also try to use it in a meditation practice just to get a feel for how that goes as well. I just really like this stone. It's not like a ooh, I'm so excited. It's more like I like this. I like that stone. So I want you to just breathe in this stone for a little bit, feeling it in your body. It's not a new stone to community. And remember, every time you exhale, you can always send that flame right there. It can feel it, and it will draw out that energy. So as you're breathing in, you're breathing in positive, rejuvenating energy. As you exhale, you're letting something go. Something that is taking up too much space, sending it to the flame, sending it out, sending it down, sending it to God, the universe, whatever it is you want to call it, and continue to go forward. Okay. So I want you to hold this, okay? Put your hands out. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and hold that. I'll place that right there in your lap. And I'm going to actually use this selenite wand to seal it in. So I want you to just take a couple breaths and really just allow yourself to be released. I'm using the left hand, so it's a hand of drawing out and letting go. Releasing any of these burdens or packages that you may carry, any package that you may carry, you're letting it go. Drawing it out to the flame. Releasing and relaxing. Releasing and relaxing. Letting that go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and scan your aura, and I'm going to see what I feel is going on there. But before I do that, I'm going to get a sip of water. Oh man, sometimes I think like water is delicious. Do you all feel the same way? Like water can just be super delicious sometimes. You know when you're like really hot and you just run or something like, and you drink some water and it literally tastes like the best thing ever. It's like to the point where if somebody gave you like some soda or some juice at that moment, you're like, yeah, I don't want that. I want this water. But I digress. You know, I get excited, y'all. So let's go ahead and scan your aura. I just want to see how you're feeling today. I want to see how far out it is, because that'll give me an indication of where you're at. Now, this is the community, okay? This is for community. So these are things that all of us, myself included, that we're dealing with, and we're here as a collective. So if you're watching this video, that means that this is a message that resonates to you and what you need to hear in the moment. I'm feeling balanced. I would say, if anything, I could say maybe the root, but I don't even know if it's because the root is not balanced. I feel like the root chakra goes down and it also goes out. Okay, so it goes out in front of you. It's where your like hips are and below. So it goes out to the sides, goes out in front, and goes down. But just because it's not going out to the sides as much doesn't mean that it's not rooting down deep. So I kind of feel like I'm going to leave that alone. You know, I don't want you to overthink it. I think that's perfectly fine where it is. I'm going to actually go ahead and just send the intention and the energy just clear out. Kind of like doing a dusting, you know. A house could be clean, but if there's like dust everywhere, you're like, ew. So this is what I'm doing. The cobwebs, exactly. So I'm just going to get that dust out. I'm using again this hand, which is my left hand, as a gesture of pulling out. I have my right hand where your root is because I want to anchor you down and I want you to feel like you're still balanced. And I'm just going to continue to pull this out. Okay. So I'm getting this feeling to do a little bit of this both. Okay. Pull out, pull out, pull out. And if you want to, you can just follow my hand. Just follow my hand. I'm kind of realizing my arm is over the flame and it's like burning all my arm hairs. Like something smells like burnt hair. That would be my arm hair. So I'm going to continue to pull this out right here. And just continue to breathe here. And I want to actually start pulling now. I'm going to start pulling this energy from you so that you can release it and go forward in your life and do that with ease. And I want you to think about a certain thought that you keep on thinking about, okay? You don't have to go into the thought. But whatever that is, I want it to come to your present mind. And it's a thought that you're like, look, I thought about it once. I don't need to think about it anymore. Or I actually don't want these thoughts anymore. As you do that, just follow the hand and allow me to pull out. I'm using this right hand as a stabilizer so that we have balance and energy. Remember, when we do energy, it's about sometimes you need energy, sometimes you need to take energy out, and sometimes you need to move energy. So it's not always necessary to be pushing energy into a person. So I'm going to go ahead. It almost feels like, for you, it almost feels like opening something like a jar, like a big screw that you need to screw to release. So a very interesting hand movement I've never done before, but it seems super relevant in the moment. So I'm just going to go with it. Okay. And just moving it there. Moving it there. Pulling it out. Good job. You all are doing a fantastic job. Remember, you still have that yellow calcite sitting at your root, running you down deeply. You still have this black kyanite giving you this energy to sweep away those cobwebs. And I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to move it a little bit closer so that you still see the energy and you still feel like you can pull from it when you need to. Okay. Pushing now, balancing. And so the energy is stopping right here at your aura. We're wiping off the top, the surface. We're not doing any like really deep internal stuff. You don't need it. You're fine today. You are perfectly fine today. Just clean it off the cobwebs. Balancing that. Okay. Just want to do some wiping away. Okay. Just do some wiping away here. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wiping away, wiping away, wiping away, wiping away. Wiping away, wiping away, wiping away. Wiping away. And the message that I'm getting for community is to go do something that you enjoy doing, something you really like. It can be something you used to like doing, like if you used to love to paint or, do yoga or something like that. Go do that. Just go do it. Even if you have to like open up a YouTube video and do it wherever you're at, just do that. And don't put any thought into it. Don't put any judgment into it. Don't try to micromanage your time. Just go do it. Do it for 5 or 10 minutes and see how that feels to you to make a decision that doesn't have to be super thought out, super calculated. and do something you like. So it's not something that you're new to and you're overthinking. Unless you want to try something new, you could do that as well. But just challenge yourself and go do that. That is the message that I'm getting for you. I actually want you to go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm gonna disconnect us. Okay. Good job. I'm gonna disconnect me as well. Okay, good job. And I want to just tell you thank you. And my deepest apologies for any extra bumps or noise. I'm hoping that this is not going to be a permanent thing. But I definitely want you to feel relaxed and still get the healing benefits of what's going on here. And if no one has said it to you today, let me say it. I love you. I'm so happy for you. And go out there and do that thing. Don't put any thought into it. And leave me a comment and tell me how it goes. So until next time.